advice, and maybe that is part of the advice, would you give to someone who's in a similar situation that we've been in? Like they feel like, what I'm doing may not be it anymore. Or they feeling like they're hearing a whisper and a voice, like where they are right now may be coming to an end. What advice would you give them?
Be obedient. Be obedient to that. Obedience to me is, we know that obedience is better than sacrifice. And, what's on the other side of obedience, the blessings, the reward, not just doing it for that, but what's going to come along in the journey, the growth that you're going to have, the relationship that you're going to build. And I just would say, just be obedient to that. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, just be obedient to that call, to that whisper. Now, you don't have to quit your job today. Be strategic, have a plan, but don't ignore the whisper. What does that, receive that whisper, like, okay, I hear it. What does that mean? And figure out what that means for you to move forward to doing whatever that whisper is telling you to do, because that ultimately will be the best thing for you. And I think when you are obedient, you'll find that out later, like, that was the best thing for me, opposed to you ignoring it and being disobedient to it. And then, something, that's just my fear, is something happening or whatever. And you're like, dang, I was totally supposed to not be here. I was supposed to listen to that voice. And, and I didn't, right? And now I'm here, wherever that is or whatever you're doing. So my advice would be to be obedient, be strategic in your planning, be encouraged, because you're hearing that, you're feeling that for a reason. Just you're reassured that this is for a reason. Like, it's not for nothing, and that's hard. It is
very hard.
Yeah, I think for, even if you are really spiritually grounded and, it's still tough, and just continue to pray and seek clarity on it. And you may not get it. Honestly, you may not get
it.
Yeah.
Lord.
You may not get it right away. You may not get the answer right away.
It may take years.
It may take years. And that's the realization that I'm coming to. Because I've been here 3 years now, 3.5 years now. And there's no way that you would have told me, even in 2020, once I got that download to move to Japan and to expand our family so that we could grow our family and become more tight-knit and all these things, that A, it would be this tough, and B, after 3 years, I wouldn't be on to doing that something bigger that I heard, right? The bigger that I heard, I'm like, well, what was that?
We be like, so Lord.
Yes. And so for me, I'm always associating that with the career and money and things. And now I have to, realize that it's more than that. It is these little human lives that I have been, so preciously gifted, and it's just like, I have to turn inward to my family and pour into them, and it's been, God has taught me so much during this journey, but I'm obedient. I am obedient. One thing about it, I will be obedient. I will do this.
Amen.